In today's video, we'll be looking at the 11th principle of animation, solid drawing. So stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel, the channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation. And if that is you, well, you are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a new video. And again, if you are new to animation and you are just starting out, you have no idea where to begin, it's very daunting, you don't know what software to use, you have no clue, well, I've got some great news because I've got a free video training especially designed for those who have never animated before and want to start out. So if that is you, there's a link in the description box below. Click on it, register, and I will send you this free video training. And the cool thing about this training is that you will work alongside with me, and by the end of the video you would have finished your very own animation, and you will learn the basics of animation like keyframe animation, etc., so that you can go and continue and create your very own animations afterwards. So that is a great starting point, because I truly believe it is very important if you want to improve your skills and if you want to get better at animation. The most important thing is to start animating, and that's why I've called this YouTube channel also Start Animating. So if you want to start your journey as an animator, feel free to go and check out that free video training. It's absolutely free. Now today we will be looking at the 11th principle of animation, which is solid drawing. Now, to be honest with you, the final two principles of animation doesn't really have much to do on animation itself. It just has a lot to do with your, I would say, your character design or your scene design or your prop design. Basically, that is what the final two principles is all about. So this doesn't really have anything to do with animation. Now, with solid drawing, it is basically exactly that. It has a lot to do with your drawing, not with your animation. Now, three things to remember when you create your characters, your scenes, and your props is it needs to have weight, it needs to have volume, and it needs to be balanced. So basically, when it comes to weight and also your volume, that has a lot to do with placing your character or your props in a 3D environment. Normally, when you draw, you need to place your characters inside an environment, and that environment needs to look realistic. So you need to get your perspectives right as well. So if I can give you a quick example, let's quickly draw a cube. Okay, so if we draw a normal cube, you'll have your front face. Sorry, this is not perfect, and you will do that. But as you can see, I've placed this in a 3D environment, but there's no perspective in it. It just looks flat. Okay, so basically what you want to do is you want to draw your perspective lines. So it goes from a vanishing point that's on your horizon. So normally your horizon will be there. Now we can go and we can draw our cube. Okay, so we can do that. Obviously from here on you will have more vanishing points as well. So let's do that. And that. Oh no, that's not right. So let's do that. Now we can place our cube inside these perspective lines. So we can do that. Let's just get the correct, and now we can go and we can just link up everything, and we've placed our cube in a 3D environment. And as you can see, this looks more realistic than this design. It just fits better in your environment. So your 3D perspective, your grid lines is always very important. So that is the one thing you need to do. Let's clear that. Now let's look maybe at a circle. Okay, so if I draw a circle like that, if I'm just going to have, now remember, like a circle, a ball, or even a face, it is in a 3D environment. So when you draw your grid lines for your circle, it won't look like this, okay? Because now again it looks flat. So what you want to do is you want to create that 3D feel to it. So it will look maybe like that, okay? And now if you draw your character, you need to draw your character exactly like with a cube. With your perspective lines, you draw your cube inside those perspective lines. Now you're going to draw your character. Let's say you want to draw the face, and you're going to use this as your basis. Okay, so let's draw our face. So we can draw the nose right there. We can draw the mouth, the eyes, but now you can see there's a line right there. So we can maybe make that the head, or let's say he's wearing a cap. So we can maybe draw the cap right there, and let's say he's got it on backwards, so maybe like that. And on this grid we can place his ear, and now we can just add everything, and you'll know your face is in a 3D environment. Everything is working together. Otherwise, if we're going to, let's delete everything. If we get these grids wrong, okay, if we do that, well, now you can actually see if you're going to draw your character in a 3D environment, you actually have a bit of a problem, because now you can't draw the nose there and there, and the ear there, and this ear needs to be behind, and you draw your cap. You can see the perspective is completely wrong. So that's why it's very important to draw everything inside your if you draw your grid lines, your perspective lines, and you draw inside of that. Another example, we talked about balance. Balance is very important as well. So let's say this is a character that was running and he breaks, okay? Now this character is off balance. Why? Because he's braking and it looks like he is going to fall over. Okay, because there's no balance. If we draw a line in the middle, okay, not actually in the middle, actually his body is the line, okay? There's nothing here that balances it out. But if we take his arms and we draw this side, now your character is balanced. Your feet are here and your arms are that side, and your character is balanced. This is also, let me just create another layer. Especially, let's say your character is carrying a heavy box. Okay, so let's draw a character. Let's just clear that. Okay, so let's draw a character. He's carrying a heavy box. Okay, so what we can do is we put him there. There's his feet, and he's carrying it. Okay, this is a rough drawing, okay, nothing major. But if we look, he is actually off balance. He's going to fall forward because the box is heavy. And if you draw this like this, it actually looks like the box is empty. It's not heavy. But let's do something different. We draw the box, okay, this looks terrible. But now we draw him like that, okay, and there's his other feet. He's now walking and he's carrying. Okay, so now there's a little bit more balance. Okay, you can see his body is balancing out and the box is in the middle. So now actually this foot here is not correct because it's not balanced. Let's change that. This foot actually needs to be there. Okay, now you can see your character is balanced out and the box looks a lot heavier, as you can see. So when you use your balance correctly, you can also make your scene look more believable as well. So as you can see between the two, the one box looks heavier than the other one just by using the balance, because when you carry a heavy box, you normally will try and balance it out. Otherwise you're really going to struggle carrying it. So guys, that is basically when it comes to solid drawing. So this has a lot to do with your character design, with your scene and your prop design, not much with your animation. But as you can see, by using your weight, your mass and your balance, you can really make your animation look more believable. You can make this box look a lot heavier than what it actually is. So guys, that is it for this video. Next week we will look at the final principle of animation appeal. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified next week when I upload that video. So from me, God bless. Till the next video, goodbye.